The best keto pizza coming up next. Today's episode, we're gonna find the best low-carb pizza and keto pizza for you from Giant Food. I have for you a $25 off code down in the description link below for your first order for pickup or delivery. So take advantage of it, get all the keto pizzas galore, and a special thank you to Giant Food for sponsoring today's video. Now let's dive in. We're gonna go through and talk about 4 different keto pizzas that I bought that you may love. We're gonna talk about taste, texture, price point, carbage, all of it. We're gonna go through. So what I ended up getting was the Lean Cuisine cauliflower pepperoni pizza. That was an individual serving size. Number 2 was the California Pizza Kitchen. It had pepperoni and mushrooms on it. We also then had number 3 was Nature's Promise, generic version of an uncured pepperoni pizza that's cauliflower crust. And then another cauliflower crust that's called Cauli Power that we tested out too. So let's dive in. I'm gonna show you how they all taste.
So I'm unpacking all of our keto pizzas that we have and low carb pizzas. No, I did want to note for the crust on all of these, they do all have rice flour with the cauliflower in there, and that for some would be considered not keto. So just something to keep in mind if you are a super hardcore ketoer, that this would be considered a low carb pizza because of that. And I discovered that after the ingredients, after literally getting ready to pop these in the oven, I'm like, oh my word, it has rice flour in every single one of the pizzas. So just keeping that in mind, that is that is part of this as well. Okay, so we do have the Nature's Promise. It has the uncured pepperoni. The cauliflower had the uncured pepperoni. This one that we're looking at with the extra mushrooms on it is actually the California Pizza Kitchen with the additional toppings on it. That small one is the Lean Cuisine cauliflower pepperoni pizza. And that one actually, because it's so small, ended up crisping a little bit more than the cauliflower and the other 3 keto pizzas or pepperoni pizzas that we have. So keeping in mind that I did find with the cauliflower keto pizza crust that it was a little bit soggier texture than I had anticipated previously, having used chicken pizza crust and using almond flour pizza crust, slightly different than the cauliflower keto pizza crust and low carb pizza crust. That the cooking time on them, you probably want to cook them as the maximum, at least for my oven. I discovered that they definitely needed to be cooked a little bit longer for the keto pizza to make sure that it fully was crispy and not bendable. And I think that was part of it too, is some of them were very bendy as opposed to being crispy, whereas the Lean Cuisine was the crispiest out of all the pizza crusts. You'll notice that California pizza crust, it's the one on the right. That one is also crispy too. I probably in the future would put parchment paper down underneath that or literally put it directly on the oven. As well to make it, again, crispier for the cauliflower component of it. That's the cauliflower. I love the cheese on that, and the actual pepperonis on that one was one of my favorites. So let's go into our deliberations. I had my 5-year-old help judge with me as to what tasted the best, what the carb count was. So let's give you the verdict.
So in terms of carb countage, actually Nature's Promise own generic cauliflower pizza was the best in terms of carbs. I had to divide out because it came in such a large quantity, but dividing it out, it was literally only 21 carbs for it. So it was a great carb countage. So to go through about the different keto pizzas with the carb counts on it, the Lean Cuisine pizza was 170 grams. And to make them all the same, so all the carbs would be the same, Lean Cuisine's pepperoni cauliflower pizza was 41 grams of carbs. So in terms of carb countage, we have the official total here. Lots of the pizzas were varying in size. And so I made the standard 118 grams. So if you counted say the Lean Cuisine cauliflower pepperoni pizza, that one was 170 grams for it. So I divided it out to make the total equal, so they're all the same across the point, even if the sizes varied. So for the Lean Cuisine pepperoni pizza, it was 28.7 carbs for the 119 gram serving. For the California pizza with the pepperoni and mushrooms, that one was 29 carbs for the same serving size. Nature's Promise, that one was 17 carbs for it. For Cauli Power pepperoni pizza, dividing that out, that one was 33.75 carbs. So literally the winner on that was Nature's Promise uncured pepperoni pizza with the cauliflower crust coming in at bum. They only had for the best carb count 17 grams for their carbs for 100. It was basically a third of the pizza for that 117 grams. If you found this video helpful, make sure you dance your fingers over, click that like button, click subscribe, and take advantage of the $25 off code I have at Giant Food to get your free delivery, free pickup. You can see all the details down in the description link below. Can't wait to see you next time for our next series with Giant Food of amazing low carb foods and keto foods. Mwah! Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.